What's going on? Welcome back to In the Bag Disc Golf. What we got for you today is yet another review. We just did the Grym, so we're following it right up. I mean right up. We just shot that video. Here we are. We are doing Grym X, and I have two versions, the regular Grym X and the Glow Grym X. But first, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Cheap, flimsy paper plates. Without you, we might actually be able to hold our food in one hand and a drink in the other without it spilling all over the dang floor. But we'd like to thank you for helping us shoot this video. Without you, we wouldn't have the means to do it. So thanks again. Let's get back to the review. Make sure you subscribe. We're still running our Race to 500 giveaway. Once we hit 500 subscribers, one lucky subscriber will get this mint first run Sphe. That's a pretty sweet giveaway, seeing how these go for big dollars on the collector's market. So make sure you subscribe, share it to your friends. Now, the weird thing about the Grym and the Grym X. The Grym X is 12503. If you haven't watched the Grym review, hop over and watch that. I'll put a link up here, hopefully, if I remember. The numbers on the regular Grym are 13.5, -1.2. Remember what I just said. 13.5, -1.2. The Grym X, 12.503. Of course, in KASTAPLAST, whenever you have an X, it's the more stable version of the regular disc. So the 0.3 makes sense compared to the -1.2. Obviously, Grym X is more stable, but they drop it down in speed 1. Now, side-by-side comparison, the rims aren't any different. The Grym X might be slightly more sloped, which would add to that stability, but it confuses me why it goes from 13 to 12. Regardless, I get pretty much the same shot out of the Grym and the Grym X, save for the Glow Grym X. Now, mind you, this is always in my bag. It's a little bit beaten, and it's actually a lot flatter than my regular Grym X. You see the Grym X here, domey. My Glow, very flat, very flat. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with it's always in my bag and it's pushed up against discs and it's beaten in, and I always throw it. I take it on glow rounds, I take it on regular rounds. It's a regular staple in my bag. So that may have something to do with it being less stable. Now, I don't know if you saw the In the Bag video that we did for In the Bag Disc Golf. If you go back to that, I talk about the 2021 and 2020 Glow from KASTAPLAST being a little less stable than its regular counterpart, which is weird because usually in a Glow plastic it's more stable. But those 2 years, it seems to be less stable. So that's just a thing that you got to watch out for. If you're like, man, I really like this Grym, I want to get a more stable version, let me get a Glow Grym, that'll solve my problem. Make sure it's pre-2020, because if it's 2020 and 2021 and probably 2022, I don't have any 2022s yet, I don't think. I might, I don't know, I'll have to go look. I got too many discs to keep up with, but something tells me they're probably going to still be understable compared to the regular counterpart. But still flies beautifully. It's just in a headwind, I'm not going to throw it. I'll throw this guy or my regular K1 Grym. But why sit here jawing about it all day? Let's hit the course, see how the thing flies. So as you can see, consistently, the Glow Grym X is turning over and riding right. Now, it was pretty windy out there today, and that has a little bit to do with it. Now, whenever I throw this Grym X on hyzer, it stays on hyzer the whole way. It may flip up to flat for a second, but it's gonna stay on that hyzer most of the time. So I can pretty much hyzer flip this disc. I got a little bit of difference in my shot selection I can do there. But it's a great disc. If you don't have one, like I said in the Grym video just a couple of minutes ago, in my time, not your time, my time, both of these are great discs. And if you don't have one, you should try it. Hopefully this video shows you how it'll fly for you. If you're in that 300 to 350 range throwing, this is about how it's going to fly for you. And it's really good. It's a really good disc. Goes really straight, hyzers out, very predictable. If you get it up high, you're going to get that long hyzer, and all that's good. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell for notification. Click this little guy right here and subscribe right now. Check out a couple of these videos, maybe even this video. We'll see you next time on In the Bag Disc Golf.